Hello again. I posted Congressman Trey Gotti rolled over MVI 9781. It's had some interesting comments, and thought I'd share a couple with you. One of the viewers that used to comment quite often and sort of went away for quite a while wrote, "I saw you made a video on something I said, Gabe. Thanks. You said I gave up. I did. In the aspect that I see this FUBAR, with no legal answers that I can think of. I focus on myself and family for plan B or C, because A is long gone. They crapped in the nest. Now it's making it our damn problem. Here's one other thing, the FEMA camps. You'll be lucky to get put into one for the re-education centers. If you didn't make it, that means you weren't gotten rid of. Yes, it's that bad." Another one of my viewers who comments quite often wrote, "Under the common law, according to the court, it was never doubted that all children born in a country of parents who were its citizens became themselves, upon their birth, citizens also. These were natives or natural-born citizens, as distinguished from aliens or foreigners." What that naturally means is that Senator Ted Cruz, who was born in Canada, is a Canadian citizen, which we all know because he just gave up his Canadian citizenship. Duh. Another viewer wrote, "Gabe, I wised up to Gotti sometime back in August. What a disappointment. Cleaning house now is impossible." Another one wrote, "Gabe, the law doesn't apply to our lawmakers. They have special privileges." Some of you might not be aware of this, but what that viewer wrote is exactly correct. I'll give you a couple of examples. They can't be charged with sexual harassment. They also can't be charged with insider trading. Many of them have become incredibly wealthy due to having received insider trading information, either through their positions of power. A perfect example of that would be Nancy Pelosi. When Paulson had said they're going to bail out the banks a few years ago, Pelosi and her hubby went out and bought Visa stock. Within 2 or 3 days, they made a killing. Speaker Boner made a lot of money in stock in the pharmaceutical industry. Yeah, and that's just a prime example of what they're all about. There was a book that I read by Peter Schwartzer, Schwertzer, I believe, or ATZR. And the book was titled Throw Them All Out. You can get it on Amazon. You want to get a copy. It provides you with some insight on how these elected representatives make money. Another example that came to mind was when Nancy Pelosi and her hubby purchased a couple of apartment buildings in downtown San Francisco. These buildings weren't on the transit line. So she got onto an appropriation committee, and she suggested that they revitalize downtown San Francisco. And what she proposed was a transit line to take people down to the waterfront. You're not going to believe this, but there was a couple of stops in front of each one of the apartment buildings that they owned. Once that transit line was completed and paid for by you, the taxpayer, their properties went up 150 to 200% in value. Those are just a couple of examples of what you're going to find in this book. Definitely worth reading. Anyway, again, if you folks don't take the time to read some of the articles and the comments and the links that I attach, you're really missing out. But then again, it's your choice. When I read comments that I feel are worthy of sharing, that's what I do. hope you take the time to listen.